Welcome or welcome back to the channel, Life Path 22. So we're going to firstly take the major arcana from this deck, and we're going to get your overall energy from that, and then we will put the cards back into the deck. We're going to be doing the pick a pile section after for the yes or no cards as well, if you like that. Right, okay, so we have the world card. Yay, this is such a good energy to have. I'm going to pop the card up on the screen for you, Life Path 22. An affirmation is associated with this card. I will now do the thing I think I cannot do. So it's a nice reminder, Life Path 22, to, you know, push through any fear that you're having at the moment. The world card is the end of a cycle. So yeah, and sometimes as you're going through changes, the final push can be a little bit fearful, you know, but it's time to push through that for you, Life Path 22. So we're seeing with the world card change, but on top of that, Life Path 22, we're also seeing capability. What I do love about this card is it's like, oh, you know, there's a song, you got the whole world in your hands, something along them lines, but that's what I think of when I see this card. So the overall energy, the world card, and we'll start getting the rest of your energy out for you. We'll just pop that there. Let's see what else is happening. So we have the Nine of Swords. I'm going to pull another card here, clarifier card, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so when we're looking at these cards, Life Path 22 together, the Nine of Swords sometimes can be classed as a bit of like an anxiety card. That's what I generally call it. So, you know, it can be sometimes lack of sleep. Generally, this is to do with nostalgia in this case, within this reading, because we have the Six of Cups here. It's a very nostalgic card. So again, I do feel like Path 22, with you having the world card as well, at the end of a cycle, it's just that final push. It's just letting go of something that is no longer serving you, in order to bring in the new. So let's check out the emotional body and see what is happening there. So we have the Temperance. We'll pop the Temperance there. Beautiful. So balance coming in. I'm going to get a clarifier here as well. And that's, yeah, I've got three coming through. Oh wow. Temperance, the Wheel, and the Hermit. Now I have shuffled these cards, but we've got three beautiful major arcanas coming through for the emotional body. Just a cat hair has joined your reading, Life Path 22. Let's just move that out of the way. They get everywhere, don't they? If you've got cats, you'll understand what I mean. Right, okay, so let's just pop that there. Yes, the Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. I feel it's really powerful, these cards coming out together. It's showing your Life Path 22 about the balance in order to move on the wheel. The wheel is when things, again, the wheel, it can go either way. So end of a cycle, moving into a new cycle. And I feel you are being reminded to bring that into balance with the Hermit card, or the Hermit energy, I should say. So going into your inner world, trying not to distract yourself basically from things on the outside world, and sit with yourself and really feel how you're feeling within inside, and really connect with what's happening around you at the moment and how you feel about it. And that's how you bring this beautiful Temperance energy and this beautiful balance, or a nice peace. The Wheel of Fortune as well, Life Path 22, can be saying to be the doer, not the done to. So make sure, Life Path 22, any choices that you are making are choices that are right for you, 100% what you want. And this is not necessarily another person. It can just be, societal conditioning as a whole. Sometimes we can make decisions thinking that we're making them, but it's more to do with what we believe is expected of us. So again, a way to make sure any decisions you are making at the moment, Life Path 22, are for your highest good, is to sit within yourself, to go in this beautiful hermit energy, and to really sit and connect with yourself. The other aspect of the hermit as well is sometimes when this energy comes through, it can be to remind you, yes, it's good to shut yourself off, and to connect with your inner world, but to watch that you're not doing it too much. I feel this with the temperance, with a balance coming in. So to try and balance out alone time with others as well. Ooh, 2 cards flipping over for you. We've got Wands energy coming through for you now, Life Path 22. I'm just going to move this back. Okay, so we've got 2 Wands energies coming through. We have the Page of Wands and also the 5 of Wands. We've got the 5 coming through. We're seeing again is change. Change is coming. I do see that there is some form of change happening for you, Life Path 22. What I like about this 5 of Wands card is there's all these different hands. I feel it is reminding you that not everything is done by yourself. You're very independent, Life Path 22, but you're being reminded as well that sometimes collaborating and co-creation, and bringing others in, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be reading a book. There are other ways to collaborate and co-create, but yeah, you don't have to do everything by yourself. Life Path 22 is what I'm getting there. I'm pulling another card through. More Wands for you. Okay, more Wands energy. Yes, the King of Wands. The King is the master of his suit. See, direction from Spirit, I feel it's just reminding you of your capabilities. So if you are facing any fear about changes that are happening either within your own life or around you, with the world even, to remind you that inner strength that you have, and your own capabilities. And also, if you are facing any fear, it can be really overwhelming. And I feel again the King of Wands has come through for Spirit, direction from Spirit, to just say you're capable of facing that fear. Also on this card, you can see at the back, it's like a mix between a sun and a star. And that reminds me of faith, having faith. It's the doing energy of the wands, it's fire energy, so it's doing energy, but it's also having that faith as well. It's your belief systems, so it's matching what you believe with your actions. And the King of Wands masters this. We're going to look at the final outcome now. We'll look at what's happening with this change. What's the outcome? I cannot give specifics on the change because this is a general reading, and it's a general reading, so I can only generalize. But with the wands coming out from Spirit, I do feel that it is something to do with your own personal plans and goals, because the wands energy is very connected to that, and passion and willpower. You may be trying to give up something, like this cat hair is just going from card to card. You may be trying to give up something, Life Path 22, or start something, but you're feeling a bit scared of starting it. But yeah, or just changing a routine, changing habits, or bringing something within a relationship that you want. So, you know, there's some sort of disharmony within a relationship where you feel you're not being able to bring yourself to the table. Maybe you're around somebody who's a little bit controlling or a bit selfish, and you're wanting to bring some equality into that, you know. And that's not just a romantic relationship, can be a friendship as well. But we do see that at the end of the reading here, we see the Knight of Wands coming through and the Three of Cups. So we, you know, the Three of Cups, we're looking at like the celebratory aspects of the cups. It's a beautiful card. So I feel the Hermit energy is going to be shifting. I feel as you are bringing these energies into balance and doing what you need to do in your outside world as well as your inner world, you're going to be feeling a lot more in the mood to socialize, less hermit, more social butterfly. We have the Knight of Wands here as well. Knight is a fast moving energy. It can be a very fun energy as well. And so we're seeing these wands, we're seeing this change coming through here, from the Five of Wands. The 5 is change. I think I've already said that Life Path 22, but I'll repeat that. So we're seeing change. We've got change, 1, 2, 3. 9 is coming to change. The 9 of Wands here. We've got a lot of change coming in this reading. So I'd say that is the theme of this reading, is change. Some fear coming through, but change is the overall energy of this reading. And the change is going to be a very beneficial change. We can see that Life Path 22 with the end of your reading here. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you as well. I always say how many I'm going to pull, but as many as wants to comes out. I'll say I pull one and then like 2 or 3 come out. 1, snacks. Release judgment around food. Oh, so that could be a specific message for somebody watching this. And I did mention it could be letting go. The change is letting go, and the fear is moving past that fear and going into the new and letting go of old habits. So yes, release judgments around food. It's very specific. Let's get another one out. Okay. Life Path 22. If the taste is sweet and good, we've got food again. I know this card doesn't just mean food, but we've got a food theme. You know, it's the people on here who are trying to change their diet. That could be one of the things. If that's what it is, you know, drop me a comment and let me know. I'm going to pull one more card and then I'm going to take a look at the booklet for this. It'll be so funny we have something about food again. No, okay. So, falling. This is from Alice. The unknown, descent, momentum, change. Last word on the change. And this is what the energy I was picking up from this reading from the moment I started reading it. Life Path 22. Change is coming. Positive change. But yeah, I feel it is managing that fear though through the change. Okay, so I've got the booklet out here. So the essential meaning is when things are as good as they seem, the blessings of life, being thankful for success and grace. So it's saying to basically to act. Do you know what it's reminding me of? Life Path 22. When change happens, it isn't, people sometimes think that the only change that brings fear is negative change, but that isn't true. Positive change brings fear through as well, because you become in a new vibration, you know, you become in a new set point. And also when positive things happen, there can be a fear of loss of the positive thing, or fear of failure coming through. So positive changes can bring anxiety and fear and lack of sleep and all the things that negative change can bring as well. It just carries a different vibration, but it does, and I feel this is what it is. So I feel, you know, release judgments around food. I feel we'll connect that through to this card here, if it tastes sweet and good. So maybe it is, you know, learning to release the idea that things are too good to be true as well. If life is tasting very sweet at the moment and very good, to try not to go into the negative thought patterns. Or another way of putting it, life after 22, is the law of assumption. So assuming things are going to go the way they have before. So recognize that this is a new thing, and you know, and it is this change coming here. This is a new thing, and with it new possibilities come through. So I do feel that that is what is coming through for you today, life after 22. Right, I'm going to clear the table and then we will do the yes or no section of the reading. If you are not sticking around for that, then thank you very much for being here. If you can like and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. It will help the channel to grow and get the readings out to more people. Okay. I feel we're going to have the last card as the Temperance, so balance, yeah. Remembering to bring in balance. Right, I'm just going to lay the cards that come out down, and then there we go. And then if you would like to take a moment to choose, and I will just flip them over. We're just going to do it quick today with one card, okay? If you need more time, like after 22, you can pause the video. I'm going to start turning over card 1 now. We had the no with the moon. Let me read what it says on here. The path may not be clear, but my intuition lights the way, one step at a time. Okay. Card 2, we had a no as well. Rest. So this is a 4 of swords. Yeah, so it's a time to rest. What else comes through with the 4 of swords as well is having an attitude of gratitude, because sometimes it can really help shift the energy, you know, bring the energy up. And also we have, 3 no's. This is a first. So defeat is the word. It's 5 again, change coming. So I've had 3 yeses before, but never 3 no's. So that was your reading, life after 22. I hope you took some value from it. Please take care of yourself. Until the next reading. Bye.